Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are gonna presenting our PBL project with title Festo Sortir SCADA CIM with code PBL MK 20252C62P. So this is our member of project. The first is Mr. Daniel Sutopo Pamungkas as our manager project, and then Hafsah Hazarul Maksum as the secretary and electrical, Angger Zumaranata as the leader and mechanical, M. Zakir Rabbani as the PIC programmer, Iqbal Rizky Maulana as the SCADA programmer, and Dio Andrian Syahri as PIC mechanical.
Okay, thank you, Moderator Zaki. I will explain the background in this project. The sorting station is an automated cell that classifies workpiece and report its status stroke and integrated SCADA and GUI layer. The first, automatic sorting. The second, Omron PLC. The third, Fusion Gate operation. And the last, SCADA supervisory layer. Next slide. Objective. The first operates only when the operator is detected or and recognized. The second, automatic sorting of goods based on material. The third, IoT and GUI machine control and monitoring. The last, SCADA implementation for supervisory control, real-time monitoring, alarm handling, and data logging. Next slide. Next slide is progress. Progress in this project, mechanical, electrical, and program, everything is complete, 100%. Okay.
Okay, my name is Dio Andrian. This is the topology from our project. First, starting from the left, we have the laptop and webcam. The laptop is used to program, monitor, and control the Omron PLC. Meanwhile, the webcam is used to capture image or monitor to sort the sorting process in real time. Second, the center of the system is the Omron PLC. The Omron PLC acts as the main controller. It receives input signal from the proximity sensor, process the data according to the program logic, and control all output devices. Third, the PLC receives feedback from the proximity sensor. The proximity sensor detects the presence of an object on the conveyor. The detect signal is sent to the PLC, allowing it to determine when the object reaches the sorting position. 4. Based on the PLC program, it controls the DC brush motor. DC brush motor drives the conveyor belt, moving the objects continuously through the inspection and sorting process. 5. The PLC also controls the sorting station when the object reaches the correct position. The PLC activates the sorting mechanism to direct the object to the appropriate destination. All devices work together as one integrated automation system. The laptop is used for programming and monitoring. The webcam provides visual monitoring. The proximity sensors detect objects. The PLC process all signal. The DC motor moves the conveyor, and the sorting station spreads the object automatically according to the program sequence. Next, we have block diagram. The conveyor conveyor start the process begins when the conveyor belt starting running. When an object is detected by sensor B2, the system triggers stop 1, which activates for 2 seconds to stabilize or position the object before it moves further. Next, the object reaches the individuative proximity sensor B5. B3. This critical stage where the system distinguishes whether the object is metal or non-metal. Stimulus and infrared sensor B4 is used to detect the count every object that passes through these points, providing us with the total throughput. Sorting metal. If the object is identified as metal, it's directed toward sort 2. During this process, sensor B3 calculates and records the total number of the metal objects processed. Sorting non-metal. Conversely, if the object is identified as non-metal, stopper 2 is activated. The object is then diverted to sort 1, where sensor B track the count of non-metal objects. And next, the mechanical design. This is our mechanical design for this project. We have MCBs, we have 3 buttons, button stop, button start and emergency button, and we have 3 indicators, lamp, uh, green light, red light, and the buzzer. And then we have the conveyor, the conveyor. Then we have the PLC Omron. That's it from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is our electrical design. Here's a diagram. We had a main power 224 AC and it goes to power supply 24 volt DC as the main power for the sensors and actuators. And then we had it goes to fuse and switch power 2 for the protection, and then switch power for the, so we must turn it on the switch power first, and then we had MCB to base to pole as the protection for the PLC, and for the mini PLC and controller we had Omron CP2E, and for this inputs we had like register, stop, emergency, and then sensors. We had earth sensor, first sensor, non-metal sensor, metal sensor, total sensor, and proximity inductive sensor for the detection metal. And then for the outputs we had motor DC for the conveyor. It goes through relay 24 volt DC. Then we had a rotary stepper, and the indicators like there are green, red, and yellow LED, and buzzer. Next is flowchart. So this is a flowchart system. We start from GUI, then initialization and green indicator lights on, and then camera detect and recognize software interface. If yes, the conveyor will run with the object, and then if no, back to initialization. The conveyor will run with the object, and then sensor B2 detect, and then stopper active for 2 seconds. Next is inductive proximity sensor B5 detect an object as a metal or non-metal. If metal, stopper will active, object passes to station 2, and sensor B3 detect metal object and send it to GUI. if non-metal, stopper 2 not active, so the object will pass, and then the object passes to station 1. Sensor B1 detect non-metal object and assign it to GUI, and then for the total counter, it has
Okay, so this is our program. First, here we have a video box for our face recognition system, which we're doing using DeepFace. And then here is start button and stop button, and in the right is activity log. And this is the screen when the operator is authorized by the system. If our face is authorized or recognized by the system, we can control the system remotely from the web, like this. The camera access give to Zaki to turn on the W100, and we can also non-active the system. Okay, next is when the face is not recognized by the system, so we cannot controlling the system. We can see in the activity log when I'm not authorized by the system, I cannot controlling the system. This failed to activate when there is no face authorized. Okay. Next is our SCADA. This here we have indicator for the machine. There is 3 indicators: standby, process, and stop. And then we have counter. There is 3 counter here: total counter, metal counter, and non-metal counter. And then here we have the database. Here we can see the time and the type of the object and the total from we doing simulate before with the machine. So this is our demonstration video for our project.
Non-metal akan masuk ke station pertama. Untuk metal masuk ke station 2. Ini nanti barang metal terhitung masuk 1.
So this is our indicator and our counter.
Non-metal juga terhitung 1, ditanya ada 2 barang. Lalu ini ada indikatornya sesuai dengan indikator yang sedang berjalan juga. Ini di sini indikator proses saat mesinnya sedang berproses. Indikator kuning, coba di stop. Itu stop itu indikator merah, di sini juga ada indikator merah. Lalu saat di start,
This is when we stopping the machine. The indicator in the web also in the stop indicator.
akan kembali ke mode standby di indikator hijau. Setelah dimasukkan barang nanti akan masuk ke proses, berarti pindah ke lampu kuning. Coba itu barang itu yang dimasukin barang non-metal. Kontennya juga akan bertambah yang non-metal. Lalu juga bisa di stop dari sini, tutup, bisa kita stop lagi. Oke, terus saat wajah tidak dikenali, mesin juga akan mati. Dan tidak bisa ditekan start. Tuh, bisa lihat sini. Ya, saat wajah dikenali, baru akan berjalan lagi dan baterai sini berfungsi lagi. Oke. Lalu ada database juga.
Okay, so that is our demonstration video for our PBL project. And next is timeline, which will be presented by Asa. For Asa, time is yours.
Okay, so this is our timeline. The project is scheduled for 14 weeks. You can see here. So for the activities, we had research, project research, and the subtasks like mechanical, electrical, management report, and program with each PIC on the mechanical with PICDO and team member Angger, then electrical Hafsyah with Angger, management pun Hafsyah with all member, program Zaki Iqbal. And for the progress, it's 99%. We had rest for the final report, still in progress, and we might still a little, but and upload it. And then for the, you can see here, it's actually manual session on Friday. That's why we highlight the Friday, but if we had free time, you can take in progress. So we made it a range of week, which Monday for Friday. So, and then the plan is the green one and the actual is blue one. We had some obstacles, so we didn't make it as we planned. The obstacle that we'll explain later by my partner. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to partner about this time and patch me. Okay, the track this project began a valuable experience in several areas. These include PLC programming, electrical installation, SCADA implementation, industrial automation, teamwork, troubleshooting, and technical presentation. Overall, this project significantly improved both our technical and communication skill. And next, during the project, we encountered several challenges. First, we referred a fault PLC at the beginning of the project. Second, we experienced network access issue in the laboratory, and finally the project had a limited development time. Despite challenge, our team successfully completed the project through effective collaboration and problem solving. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that is our presentation about our project. Thank you for watching our video.